Did you know that there are 5 very interesting categories of customer needs, and each of them have a different influence on customer satisfaction? Did you know that customer needs are always viewed from 2 points of view? The customer's perspective and the company that's developing the product's perspective? Do you think these 2 perspectives are ever different? Did you know that deeply understanding these 5 categories of customer needs can give you a huge competitive advantage? Welcome to innovationtutorials.com, where we introduce several tools, techniques, concepts, and best practices around innovation and inventive thinking in 5 minutes or less. In this video, I will introduce the Kano model and its role in your innovation goals. Those 5 important categories or classifications of customer needs you must understand. How each of the categories has a uniquely different impact on customer satisfaction. How time influences these needs, and a few examples to help you really understand the Kano model. These videos are very short, less than 5 minutes, so grab a coffee and let's get started. So the Kano model was created by Professor Noriaki Kano from Japan back in 1984. I actually had an opportunity to meet him twice, once in 1990 when I was working at Ford Motor Company, and then 16 years later at a master's class in California. Okay, let's show you what the Kano model is. We'll start with the axes. There's a vertical axis and a horizontal axis. The vertical axis is satisfaction, from very low satisfaction to very high satisfaction. Horizontal axis is the degree of execution. How well did you execute on a need? From one extreme on the left, didn't do it at all or did it very poorly, to the other extreme on the right, which is I executed perfectly. Now I'm going to show you a car example just to help you understand. The first type of need are called performance needs. Think of fuel economy on a car. If you have a car that gets 6 miles per gallon, you're going to be in the lower left-hand corner. We didn't execute it very well and you're very dissatisfied. If you get 66 miles per gallon, you're in the upper right corner. We executed it very well and made you very happy. The second category of needs are called basic needs. Think of a car opening a door next to a curb. So if you buy a car and it hits the curb, you're going to be in the lower left-hand corner of this model. If you buy a car and you open a door next to a curb and it doesn't hit the curb, you're going to be on the right side in the middle, neutral. We fully executed, but you're not going to be bragging about the car doors that don't hit the curbs. The third type of need are called excitement needs. Think of a car that would warn you that there's ice ahead or a pothole and automatically maneuver around it. If you got that, you'd be in the upper right-hand portion of the model. If you didn't get it, you wouldn't be dissatisfied, you'd just be neutral on the left side. One of the best examples of an excitement quality might be the first time you saw 3D on your GPS map system. For me, that was a big wow factor. Now, something interesting happens with excitement quality over time. What's exciting today will be asked for tomorrow and then expected. So they transition from excitement quality to performance to basic. At one point in time, your windshield wipers were an excitement quality. Now they're basic. So that's 3 of the categories. A fourth category is what we call indifferent. Indifferent is when you get a feature or you have a need that you could care less whether you have it or you don't. So if you don't have it, you don't care. And if you do have it, you really don't care. Good example of that might be a bathrobe in a hotel, or an electronic parking brake. For me, I could care less whether I have an electronic or a manual parking brake. The fifth category is called reverse. That's where you get a feature that if they bring it in, you hate it, and if they don't bring it in, you love it. An example of that for me might be the gas cap release button that's always hidden and you can't find it. So those are the 5 categories of the Kano model. You might ask, why is it important to understand those 5 categories? Let me give you 3 reasons. In another video, we'll show you a second part of this Kano model, which is called a Kano survey. And what the Kano survey does is it'll help you understand for your projects which of your needs or features fall into which categories. Here's a very high-level description of the 7 steps to do a Kano survey. So there's a quick introduction to the Kano model. You learned today the 5 Kano categories or classifications, how 3 of them are useful and 2 of them are harmful, how they all have a different influence on satisfaction, and how there's this thing called a Kano survey that classifies each one of the features or needs that you have and puts them into their own buckets. Once again, we've quickly run out of time. If you value these videos, give a thumbs up, subscribe, share them with a friend. Thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the video link below for a description of other video tutorials and a way to contact me with any questions you may have. Have a great week, and I hope to see you on the next video.